Yes, people, welcome back to another video. Today's Manchester United news. Martial has left on loan to join Sevilla. This is a season-long loan till the end of the season, and for me, it's not the best move for Manchester United. Now, he came on against West Ham. He changed the game, in my opinion. He is a different option. He's more of a winger than, let's say, Rashford and Greenwood. They like to shoot a lot, but Martial controls the ball. He keeps it at his feet. He's a technically better player than Marcus Rashford and Mason Greenwood. But there's been rumours he didn't want to be here. Yeah, he just clearly doesn't want to be here because he's gone. Now, it's kind of both sides to the scale, really. It's Manchester United disrespected him a lot, but he also disrespected Man United a lot, or wasn't performing all the time and stuff like that. So he had a good season. Then we bought Zlatan, took his number off him, which is not good at all. You can't be doing that to a professional player, but it is Zlatan. It's just a number at the end of the day, in my opinion. But when you're a footballer, that's your brand, that's who you are. And for me, Anthony Martial, he's going to a Sevilla team which are second in the league. He's going to get game time, hopefully, and looks like he could help them win the league, which would be nice. I want to see him perform, I want to see him reach the high levels, and maybe next summer, when the summer comes, we can think of selling him, or we can think of keeping him after a good run of form for Sevilla. Now, I also expect Donny van der Beek to want to leave, Lingard to want to leave this January to get a move away, to get game time. I really want Donny to go to a Newcastle or an Everton so he can show what he really can do. As Manchester United fans, everybody should know that Martial can do a lot of stuff with the ball at his feet. He's direct, he takes on players, he runs at players, and for me, we should have kept him till the end of the season at least. But Ragnick's made his decision, Martial's made his decision, and you've got to respect that. I just think maybe we could have given him a couple more chances in the last games, but I'm happy with the way things have gone. If he wants to leave, he can leave. If he wants to stay, I'd happily let him stay. I think he's a better player than Rashford. I think he brings more to the team. I would have went with Martial, Ronaldo and Sancho up front. That would have been my preferred three. But it's just how it is. And there's a lot of Martial fans, there's a Martial FC, and a lot of people are going to be upset about this transfer. They're going to turn against the manager, some people maybe. They're going to turn against the club, because there's a lot of people who are Martial FC. And I get where they're coming from, but I'm not that much on him. He's a fantastic player on his day. Consistency needs to be there, but it's not. And let's hope he can go to Sevilla. He can get a run of games. He can show everyone what he can do. And then he can come back in the summer. And hopefully, in my opinion, I would love to keep him and start him week in, week out. Or at least actually get some starts here and there. Because when he has played this season, he's been good. I remember Everton, he scored. And West Ham, he came on. He created the goal, basically. Ran at a player. Perfect pass to Cavani. Cavani passed it across to Rashford. Rashford taps it in. Now, him and Donny, Martial and Donny, they are quality players. And I think if they come back from a season-long loan, they can prove that they can be a Manchester United player. But I just think with Martial and Donny, they haven't had a fair opportunity this season. And especially Donny. I don't think Van der Beek started a game this season. And that is atrocious. Phil Jones has played more Premier League minutes than Donny van der Beek. And we've got McTominay in front of the midfield. Now, Donny has to go for me. Not because he's a bad player, not because I don't rate him. I rate Donny. I think he should be starting week in, week out when Pogba's not fit. Some would argue even when Pogba's fit, he should be playing. But it's clear there's something wrong at this club, that he can't get minutes. And I don't know what that is. Maybe it's because Ferguson loves McTominay and you got to play McTominay, you got to do this. But I don't know. And he needs to go out on loan, preferably a Premier League team, so he can get the Premier League minutes and people can't use against him, or he couldn't do it in the Premier League, which when Donny has played, the likes of Southampton last season. There's rumours about Donny, about not being physical enough. But I remember last season against Southampton, he literally got clattered. He put on his social media how difficult it was. He says, "Welcome to the Premier League." And he said it was perfectly fine. He loved it. It's just weird. But we hear about Martial. Martial, he's just gone. And we're not paying his salary, which is a good thing. We're not paying his wages. And that saves us a bit of money if you think about it. Like I said, I would have preferred him to stay to the end of the season. But Martial is a fantastic player in my book, and I wish him all the best wherever he goes. If he stays at Manchester United after the loan, which I would like, but I've got a bad feeling, not a bad feeling, I've just got a feeling that he's going to have the loan spell and he's going to perform really well, and he's not going to want to come back and play for Manchester United. Now, at the end of the West Ham game, I seen him get frustrated at some of the fans, and he was moaning at the fans. He was walking off, waving his hands. I just don't think it's the right fit anymore. I think he's had enough of the English media always going at him. He's had enough of some of the fans always being racist to him or going against him or booing him when he came on against West Ham, which is that's just awful. You do not go to watch a football match to boo on a sub who came on to change the game. You don't do that. Especially a player like Martial, who can do something off the bench. If it's someone who has spoke out against the club or has disrespect, or who has gone against the club, Martial hasn't gone against the club. Because we had this thing on the social media where he came out and said he would never refuse to play for Manchester United after receiving racist abuse from fans and people going at him all the time. And I just think he's fed up with the environment at Manchester United. He wants a new challenge. And I respect that. I think there's other players in that squad who are only staying there for the money, like Jesse Lingard, and I respect Martial for moving on. Anyway, guys, that's my opinion on the Martial situation. Any other news, let me know in the comments, or if you want more videos like this. And I'll see you guys next time.